get this hashtag SCUFS underway. That would be hashtag, well, not really hashtag. Okay, hashtag studio cleanup folder step. Okay, that's what we do on the third Thursday live, 10 a.m. Central Time, y'all. Okay. Oh, let's talk about the schedule that I flopped down here in front of us. Just saying. So it's typical video and our live schedule. Okay. So we have our Fridays at 9 a.m. We have our same 6 Wednesday at 5 p.m. Central, which is on the third Wednesday of the month, which just happened to have been yesterday, June 16, 21. And fun stuff, y'all. It's our last same 6 for the first half of this year. And next month, in July, we will have our reveal and our project finish up, flip, something like that. Okay? But I got good news. We're going to do it again for the last part of 21, rolling into 2022. And it will still be on the third Wednesday of the month. The hashtag will still be same 6 Wednesday. We will have a few different players this year. And I don't have a list. Who is shocked by that? Absolutely no one. Hey, Gail. Good morning, darling. So, and sometimes okay, so we've got our third Thursday at 10 a.m., which is today, June 17 of 21. And sometimes other days and times I may be live and or have videos, because sometimes I do hops with other people and they want those on whatever date and times they want those on. Okay. So okay, so my secret internet admirer has struck again this month and has sent me some wonderful, wonderful things. Came in 2 separate boxes, okay? This was in one box, or this was in a box with something else, but this was in the box with this or something. Yeah, I don't know. 2 boxes. Okay, look at this Bristol paper. Now, y'all know the last time, you may not know, the last time I had Bristol paper was umpteen years ago when I bought a giant 48 by 36 or 36 by 48, well, whatever. It was humongous. It was like bigger than a poster board size on clearance from the Michaels for like $4. I mean, it was ridiculous. How could I have not bought it? Anyway, so I'm excited about having this. Okay. So I don't know what we're going to do with that or when we're going to do with that. But also, I got these Jen Crafts metallic acrylic pouring sets. And there are a few videos. They're just basically talking about the product. I've not seen any. I mean, they've done some projects with them, but I wouldn't say there were a lot. I read the reviews and stuff. And a lot of people complained about how thin they were, but I guess they didn't understand the concept of a pouring paint, which is thin, so it's runny. So it's supposed to be runny. Hey, Tina, glad to see you. So, I mean, you know, that's the nature of pouring paints. They are thin, okay? And it said they were translucent. So, you know, that's a hit and miss on any kind of pouring you do. And someone says they're more like pearl and not metallic. And some of them do say they're pearl. So I don't know. I've actually not swatched these at all. I have a future project in mind for them. So we'll be doing that in the upcoming month or two. Y'all know I like to plan out a schedule just because it helps me with my busy life stuff. So here's the third thing I got from my secret internet admirer. Look at this. They're Ohuhu is how I'm pronouncing it. And they're dual tip marker pens. Now my secret internet person has, and I'm looking behind me, has sent me some previous markers, which I have used on occasion. I'm not a real big marker person. I'm not telling a lie. I'm just not a real big marker person. How can you not be with these? Okay. There's a brush and a fine liner. It has 3 replacement brush nibs and 2 replacement fine tip nibs. Fine tip, is that what we decided? Fine liners. Okay. Look at all these millions and millions of colors, y'all. Just chameleons of them. And I've not swatched these either. It's been we've had time around here lately. Nothing horrible. Just stuff. Not like we had at the beginning of the year. Thank you, Jesus. Anyway. Oh, look. See, this goes to show you. Oh, they're running away. Don't run away. Look here. Look what's inside the container. Which I like the container too, y'all. Just saying. Look. A Hoo-Hoo 60 colors dual tip marker art. And there's the colors. I guess they got numbers on them? Yes, they do. How convenient is that? Hey, Kilburns. How are you, darling? So anyway, it comes with a little color thingy, and then you can do your own swatch. And it feels like it's going to be watercolor paper. Which I'm not going to necessarily do today. I don't think it's at this exact moment. When I do go to swatch these, I will swatch both these and the metallic pouring paints. I will swatch those on cardstock because that is what I mostly use because that is what I like. I have watercolor paper and I do sometimes use watercolor paper. And I do sometimes use just regular copy paper, printer paper, whatever kind of, in cardstock, whatever, designer cardstock, whatever they call that these days. Fancy cardstock with printed stuff on it. Anyways. But when I go to swatch them, I will use just regular cardstock because that's what I typically use on a normal average basis. I'm so excited, y'all. Aren't they lovely? They're lovely. They're made in China. Made in China. A Hoo-Hoo 60 colors. Dual tip marker pens. Thank you, dear secret internet admirer person. You're so neato. And I don't know who you are. Thank you. It'd be nice to find out who you are one day. But then I guess that would kind of, I don't know. Would it be less fun? I don't know. Bishop, how are you, darling? Lisa, it's so good to see everybody. I so appreciate y'all being here. It's studio cleanup file folder day, y'all. So, I just love it. It's just such a surprise. Holy cow. And this is whose channel you're currently on. If you forgot in the 2 minutes or 5 minutes that we've been going along. Oh, put these back in my fancy container, y'all. Watch out. Don't start a craft-a-lunch back there. These two tried to escape. I thought it looked a little unfoolish. So, are there any more? Yes. Yes, there's one. Oh, goodness. Oh, dear. Reminds me of a funny video I seen way back in the olden days. where some lady was talking up on a stage, and she'd kind of lose her place or something, and she, instead of saying like we normally, most of us do, she kept saying, "Oh dear." I can't forget that video because I think of her and I can see her in my head. So this is me, Lilith. Hello, darling. And we're gonna do some studio file folder cleanup journal book stuff. It is a journal I made myself from Happy Meal stuffs, guy, including the beads. I'm pretty sure about that. Anyway, it's the same size as volume 1. And oh wait, APG Jamie here. Y'all, I'm almost forgetting to do that, even on some voiceover. So there we go. Anyway, oh dear. Here's our book, and I have issues with remembering the size, even though I have it written down here. I probably from time to time will measure it 5 or 6 dozen times. And these are previous pages. They have pockets and little places to journal. Not that I've ever come back to journal it, but I could. Okay? It could happen. So, anyways, we've just got little happy stuffs in here. And some of it is from Happy Meals because I pile it. I'm known to pile it on a flat surface. I've been told I have flat surface syndrome. That's Blade, the artistic biker, has told me that. And I believe him because, you know, I can see that it's true. I can see that that's true. Okay. But once it gets piled so high, it wants to tump or slide or tump over. And then I had to decide what to do with it. So I happened to have gotten a box of manila file folders on clearance down at the office store, 25 cents for 100 of them. It was stupid ridiculous not to have bought them, which most of my clearance purchases are stupid ridiculous like that. So I got them, and I thought, well, let's just divide these papers out. Yeah, Gail, a lot of people have flat surface syndrome. They may not want to admit it. I don't think it's the same as being a hoarder or a collector. Okay, just saying, it's, you know where stuff is in that pile till it starts tumping over, and then it gets all mixed up, and then you get it lost. So I took the stuff, and I just grabbed a chunk of it at, a pile of it, a little pile of it at a time, and just set it in different folders. And it could have been, because it took a few days, not gonna lie. It took a while, okay, y'all? And I either went by color or whatever my mood was, or what I liked together, okay? So far, it seems like it may have been colors, but I don't know, okay? Just different stuffs that I thought I liked together, and I stuck them in the same folder, and then I lined them all up. And we started out with darn near, how many did we have when we first started? This is a new sheet, and I think we started with about 70 of them. And each month I scratch out the last number and put the new one. So, and I've made more folders and stuck them in there too. So anyway, it's a live participation sort of kind of thing. Now, once I get off into my zone, I probably stop looking at chat, and I'm trying to be better. And I say that every episode, how I'm trying to be better, okay? And I am. Every episode, I am trying to be better. That's what's on her mind. Anyway, so in a minute, we'll ask for a live viewer to pick a number between 1 and 54, okay, 54. And then that will be today's folder. I don't know what's in it because some of these folders have been made up for a long time. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's a really fancy journaling spot there, y'all. So it's almost always a surprise. I have no pre-plan what we're going to do. Look at all those diamonds. This was last month, right? Correct. This was last month. Okay. Ready to face next thing. Because we sometimes leave words out and we misspell words because that's just the nature of where I went to school at. A lot of us that went to school together misspell the exact same word. So it's really weird that way. Anyway, keep this coupon forever. So this was last one. Y'all know I like my paper dolls. Oh, I wonder how those markers color on paper dolls. Because y'all know sometimes I like to put cheeks and lipsticks on them. So this will be today's page. And I am working only, hey Joyce, only on the right side of the page in this journal because this side's so bumpy. And what we did before was we worked flat and then I would glue it on later. Which we might do when we get finished with this because we don't have so many pages left in here. So we might do that on the back side of things, okay? But today we're working on this side. So get ready or have an idea of what number you want. And we will go with, hang on. I have to write it down so I can remember because I have, short-term lifetime memory issues. Unless you're a lady standing on the stage that says, oh dear. It cracks me up. It just cracks me up. We're going to go with the person who picks the fourth number person. That's the folder we'll go with today. So go ahead and start putting in your numbers. I'm not going to type go. I'm just going to say go. Pick your one number for the folder we're going to use today. And that's between 1 and 54. Okay? At least 4 of y'all, I hope, will pick a number. Oh, and if you're, make sure that you're on live chat. Otherwise, you're just getting a top chat, which is ridiculous. And I don't know why it defaults to that. But, YouTube is special like that. They do things that don't typically make sense to a lot of people. So, I see we've got some numbers coming out. And there's lag. Now, just so y'all know how lag works, when your eyeball sees something in real life, it takes 3 seconds for your brain to register and acknowledge that something, whatever that something is, okay? Then it usually takes about 3 seconds for you to react and do something with that, okay? And lag is much the same way on the computer. It can take 3 seconds for it to decide to tell you I'm talking, or 3 seconds or 7 seconds to tell you that I typed in something, or anybody else. So that's what lag is. It's just a delay in brain function for computers. And some people's computers delay longer than others. And that's just a natural thing. And there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody is perfect the same way they are. So we're going with the fourth person's number. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, which would be Gail. Gail. She picked number 4. At least I don't have to count up real high. That's good. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my. Oh, it's a big one. Oh, it's a big folder, y'all. Oh, it's 2 folders. Oh, no wonder it felt so big. So this is number 4. I grabbed the second one by mistake. I'm just going to stick that back in there. And just so you know, I really do have a basket full of folders. Here's the, and it's heavy. Instead of piling up on the counter, I've kind of been shoving stuff in baskets. So I have a few baskets going. Okay, so here's number 4 folder. Okay, here's our first peek at what is in the Magical Studio file folder cleanup. Uh-oh, that one's, there we go. That one's got a sticky spot. Let's get that off. Oh, I remember this. This is the paint, spray paint paper that we did a long time ago. And I loved it. And it is so pretty. Some of it's got shiny on it. I don't think the camera's going to pick it up. But anyway, I love this paper. Oh, we have a jasmine tea wrapper. We have some printed scrapbook paper because it is paperweight, so it's paper. Another piece of paper. This says it's a free printable pockets and cards for personal use only. And it's from Victoria's Designs. It was free, y'all. Oh, Gail says she cleaned out a huge basket yesterday while watching TV. Oh, the tiny stuff. I know. I was thinking, now this is what I was thinking. I would find some sandwich baggies and I would put stuff in the little sandwich baggies. And then maybe we could, or I could just grab one of those from time to time and make a tag or an artist trading card or an artist trading coin or a clusters or something. But that was just a thought. So we've got these. We can use these. Now my printer, I have an inkjet printer and my printer ink does not smear. But, you know, if you ever print your own stuff, you're going to have to know if your ink smears or not. And here's a piece of paper that says, time stands still for no one. And ain't that a fact? This is probably the same person, being how it's kind of the same colorations. So I'm going to guess that. Ooh, another tea wrapper. Or is it the same one? Nope, second one. Oh, and key tags. Y'all know I like those. Ooh, this is a printed or designer cardstock. I don't know, store-bought cardstock that's got a printing on it. Isn't that pretty? Huh, what a nice folder. And here we have some criminal law book paper. And we have some kind of Asian print paper. Could be Korean, Japanese. I don't think it's Chinese, but I guess it could be. I don't know. And Biola, we have a calendar from April of 2018. A calendar page. It's just one page, y'all. Okay, so now we got to decide. Now we got to start thinking. We've looked at our treasures. We have to start thinking what we're going to do. This is going to be a journaling card for sure. For sure. For sure. Okay, for sure. This has got a hole in it. Maybe we'll make a window. We can make a window. What's already halfway there? And I have packaging behind me. Hey, Vaughn. Y'all get carried away and stop looking at chat. Now, I don't mean to ignore anybody, but it's just the way I am. I just ignore you on accident because I get carried away. I get lost. I'm doing my best to look at chat. Okay. We're going to use this for a window. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. Okay. So we got a whole Asian thing kind of going. Just saying. We kind of got, and don't forget these pretty papers over here too, because these are just, as Joyce's would say, lickable. Look how perfect they go with that one. No wonder I put them all in the same folder. This one's kind of odd man out, but I like it too. So there we go. Let's see. Okay. Okay. We have these. I'm thinking we're going to use this for a background. Well, it will fit the page, but the problem is it's going to have white edges. So we're going to have to cover up the white edge. But I'm thinking in my head we can do that. We can put this on the edge. Oh, we are so spot on the ball today. What size is our paper? Who remembers what size our paper is? It's 8.5 by 5.5. So it's like a piece of paper folded in half, sort of, and trimmed down. Okay. What about 5.5? I said 5.5. Okay. So this is going to be our background. We're just going to straight up and know this is our background. Straight up and know it. 5.5. And I'm going to make it just a hair shy. Okay. Just like that. Done. Okay. Whew. That made me happy. Okay. Let me put some of this. That's our background. We're going to hold on to that for a minute. We're going to, thought we had 2 strips. Do we only have 1 strip of that? We had 2. I could have lost it. That would, so we had 1 strip of that and 1 piece of this. Well, that's not necessarily going to be enough. Oh, poop. That won't be enough. Okay, let's use this. Okay, let's use this. I'm thinking in my brain at the same time, because we only had that 1 strip. Really? I thought in my head we had 2 strips of that. Oh. And mostly I try to stick with what's in the folder. Sometimes I will get other stuff, but you know, that's a rare thing. This cutter is a We Are Memory Keepers cutter. And I like it pretty well. One time one of my other cutters that I've really liked, I rubbed all the numbers off that I used frequently, and it was too late to put contact paper on there. So this one's got contact paper on it. All right. So I don't be rubbing my numbers off. And while we're talking about it, I don't use, wait, is this the one I use? No. I don't know which, I don't know. I don't have a replacement blade for it then. And I've been using it a long time. I can't believe it's still sharp. That's bizarro. Oh, I know where it is. I have the packaging for the replacement blade in my purse. I think it's a Hobby Lobby brand, a replacement blade that I put in it. I know, Gail. That's what I said. That was, you know, I rubbed my numbers off, and I had, they weren't carved into the metal because it was like a metal one. It had metal piece things on it. But you know how they, I was going to say, you know how they have divots in them, and this ruler does. So technically, you could rub over it with the paint and fill the lines back in, but that one didn't. It didn't have the little engraving lines on it. So, anywho, we're going to use this, and we're going to get our super fancy tearing ruler. This is a ruler from the Dollar Tree, and it has the bump in the middle. The bump kind of helps you hold it, I think, in my opinion. I don't know. And I made it myself. This side, I took some needle nose pliers, and I just kind of went, kind of twisted and bent like that, and it broke the edge off. So it's different sizes, but because it can leave a sharp edge, it does leave a sharp edge. You're going to want to hit it with a piece of sanding paper. Remember, these aren't necessarily measuring rulers, but you can use them that way if you don't get rid of your numbers, okay? Then on this side, I took a soldering iron and I got it hot. And you want to do this outside because it makes smoke and it's stinky because it's plastic, you know. And then I just went with the soldering iron. I just pretend this is the soldering iron. Pretend, okay? Just pretend. And I went doot, 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 however many, wherever I wanted to, okay? And I tend to use this side more frequently. And I also sanded it because it could be a little rough. Okay, so now that I explained all that, because, you know, I have to explain stuff. We're going to tear some of this paper. We're going to try to tear it thinnish. That thinnish, because I want to cover the edge up with this. Yeah, that'll be pretty perfect. Oh, don't wiggle. No wiggling. Hold it down. Push it down. It's easier if you tear the big side and you pay attention and don't look away while you're doing it. Hey, Suze. Otherwise, you're going to, you know, miss tear. Okay, so there's one. So we can use that there and probably use it over there. So let's do another strip. Kind of the same width-ish. I mean, you know, it's nothing perfect here. Pay attention. Keep looking at the ruler and paper. Don't look away, and chances are you won't miss tear again. Okay, there we go. All right. Whew. I'm just going to rip that off and rip that off. I don't want the straight edge. Here comes this. This one's like thicker. I see there's thicker parts and thinner parts. Okay. Let's get one of my favorite glues. I now have 2 favorite glues. This is not an advertisement. I'm just saying. Original Tacky Glue is my first favorite. And my second favorite is Art Glitter Glue. It has no glitter in it. Okay? Got it. Vaughn, you want one of these? I've got some extra ones somewhere because when I made them, I made a few of them. And I tried to give them away to some of my local friends, but they're like, no, that's okay. Thank you. And I'm like, well, bite me. So I didn't really say bite me. I thought it in my head. Alice has one though. She was sweet. She says, oh yes, I'll take that ruler that you spent your precious valuable time on making just for me. Now, which is upside right and which is upside down? I don't know. We're just going to put it on there like that mostly. And we're just pull it off. Y'all, I haven't told you a lot of stuff. Anyway, this week I have cut myself 3 times, okay? The first time was a cardboard, like a cereal box, you know, faux chipboard box on my little finger, okay? Then I cut my thumb. What did I do that on? I can't remember what I did that on. They're not bad, y'all. They're not bad, okay? Then I'm like, okay, so you know there's a third one coming. Yes, I do. I had a third cut coming, and I was licking envelopes. And you know what happened? My lip. The envelope flap, I was licking, cut my lip. So there was my 3. So I should not cut myself today. Yes, this is a charm thingy from Xandra. I'm not advertising for Xandra, but I love her store, Paint and Paper Studios, just saying. And she sent me this. It's just a charm or key ring. I guess it could be a key ring. And I thought, well, that's just going to go perfectly on my little charm that goes in my Art Glitter Glue bottle from Vaughn. because that's who that's from. People love me. I don't know what's wrong with them, but they love me. You know, it's funny. I don't understand, but okay, I get stuff. She did greedily, she said. I don't know which is the up and down. That looks more butter that way. I'm just going to stick it, slide it down. No, slide it up. Too far down, too far down. Okay. All right, now we got that. Just rip that off. Oh, look, we got way bunch of extra over here. Let's see if we can, oh, this is so not smart. This is so not smart. It's going to be the same way. Either way I do it, it's just going to mess it up. So don't do it. Will that go there? And that one go there, but this one's too thick. Let's see if we can do this with our fingernail, which I've cut the other day, so they're not super long anyway. I know, Joyce said, I don't have to understand. It's just weird in my head. Okay. I think I'll put that side down because now we're going to go that way. And then this one can slide over the top. And there we go. Perfect. Perfection. Perfection, y'all. So we're going to go this way first. Putting our glues. We're going to slide this down about there. You have to put that country accent on there. There. Okay. And then we're going to put this one. We better put some glue right here. So we can stick it all down there. About like that. It's perfect. Put this back up. It's very hard sometimes to get it back in that teeny tiny hole. You have to hold your eyes just right so you can look through your glasses. Okay, put the glue on the left side so when we go to look for it in a minute, we can't find it. Okay, because it's on the wrong side. There we go. Okay. Background. Perfect. We should put one across the top just because it would probably look more butter. So let's do this again. Okay. Be careful-ish. We want it. I'm trying to, can you see? I don't know. I'm not paying any attention. You tweeted me? Yay. I don't think I have Twitter on this computer. Yes, I do. Oh, I have TweetDeck, not Twitter. They do not work the same. Okay. Here we go. Now, there, that's going to be just perfect. Everything I do is perfect. I don't know if y'all caught on to that little fact, but it's true. It's just perfect. Okay. Put the thing in the glue. Put the thing in the glue. The thing in the glue. Hold your eyes just right. Okay. Now put it on the left so next time we look for it, it'll be on the left. Don't know if that's up or down. Doesn't matter because it's going sideways, isn't it? All right. You should have inked it, but you didn't do it. Okay? You didn't do it. I don't do a lot of Twitter stuff because people went stupid on there with political poo and, you know, I'm like, whatever. You're my friend and I don't want to dislike you because you said something I don't agree with. So I don't really look at it so much. I'm more inclined to just self-promote on it. Because y'all know that's what I do. I'm just a self-promoter. Somebody has to do it. Might as well be me. Okay. Now we have our background. That was a lot of work. Now what? Okay, we decided we could use that one. Well, Gail's got to take her dogs out. She'll be back in a minute, okay? And Sue says she's going to be back in a minute too. Well, right back. It might not be a minute. It could be longer than a minute, okay? Okay. So nobody be freaking out. Okay. So we have our background. Let me set it up here where I can see it. Y'all probably can't see it. And we're going to use it for thought control, provocation. Will we use that? I don't know. That's a bright yellow. I love these papers. We've got to make some more of these papers, y'all. We've got to. Whether you want to or not, we've got to. So I don't know. I think the red one, the reddish, I'm calling it reddish, looks better with that. These are just beautiful. I love them. I like that one because I like it. It's a key tag and it's got red stuff on it. I don't know. Y'all know I like the key tag from the repair shop. You know, when you go to the automobile repair shop. There's that second strip. I told y'all I thought we had two of them. Y'all was hiding it from me. Anyway, my husband's a service manager at a dealership. So he sometimes brings me home the trash, or if I go to work with him, okay, Joyceage, if I go to work with him, I will borrow them out of the trash can. So there's no personal information on them, y'all. They just, you know, when you take your vehicle in, they put your key on a key tag, and then they hang a corresponding same number on your mirror inside your car. So they know this key goes to that car. It doesn't personally identify you. Okay? Okay. So this was free printables. I'm still got to think about that one. We decided we could make a window with this, even though now that clashes with the red. Well, I don't know. That's not so bad. We're going to use it for a window. Just saying. It's going to be a window. Love this. I must really like that watercolory look. I'm not a fan of doing watercolor because I don't like not having that control. But I sure like how it looks, and that's pretty too. No. No. Okay. This is going to be a window. Let's just do that to start with. Let's just window it to start with. Okay. To make a couple of notes, I'm going to use this piece of scrap paper. Vaughn and Joyce edge. Chair ruler. I have to look for them because I don't remember where I put them. And you know, the studio's been wrecked since they were made. So I'm going to have to, oh, do we want to leave that out? I don't know. Do you meant to leave that out? I don't know that either. They're all back in there. We're going to make this into a window. We have to decide what we want to put in the window. Oh, yes. Joyce, it's getting stuff. Yeah. Banks do throw out a lot of crap. No personal information. I'm not saying it because they don't. They can't do that. That's a privacy thing. So, but y'all know I like stuff out of the trash. When we used to get to go art at the church, with that group, a lot of times the girls would throw away their soppinette paper towels, and I'm like, why are you throwing that away? Give that to me. Or I'd just go get it out of the trash, and I could feel them looking at me and snickering. But I thought, whatever, people, whatever. Who says that has to be the top part? Because it's better if it's the top part. Okay. So it's going to be a window. So it means don't use that one. Don't use that yet. Now, y'all know I have a cutter. I keep trying to find the perfect cutter for me. I have a cutter that has a scoreboard on it. But I don't use it that much because it seems too floppy, or it feels floppy. It's not necessarily floppy. It just feels floppy. Yeah. I have some black heavy-duty file folders, and they're big. They're weird shape. And then I got some red ones. I picked them up at our charity shop called Angelic Resale. So, because it's like, I need that. Why do I need that? I don't know. So that's got like that much on that side. So put it on this side. That's too narrow. I'm eyeballing. I know I have rulers in my hand, but I'm still eyeballing. That's the one. We want number 3. Number 3. We're just gonna, feels crooked. Could be my eyes. One sees close and one sees far, and that's just the way it is. Okay. So now we got that. We said it was 3 inches. Is that what we said? Okay, just shy of 3 inches. I mean, it's like half a tick mark shy of 3 inches. Let's get the cutter in. Hey, welcome back, Suze. Okay, 3 inches, just shy of 3 inches. So that's our 3 inches. Should fold it this way. I know I'm sure there's a much more technical way to do it, but we are talking about me. And I like to do things the harder way. Aha. Now we got that. Okay. Now we have the window. Probably should have just left that as one piece and accordion folded it. That would have been a smart thing to do. Oh, that's pretty stuff. Okay. So we are going to glue that there. That's what we're going to do. Okay, put away all these things because now it's time to get the messy glue out. Get the messy glue out. Oh, I've been using this other thing. Hang on, I'm bending around, moving around. I've been using, one of those crappy cut and mat things. It's gonna be one of them days. It's already one of them days to do gluing on. And this time we're going to use my first favorite glue right here. Take that dry glue ring off. I saved these. I don't know why. I might do something with them one day. Yeah. So we're going to put some glue on here. Now the trick to gluing like this, and it's a trick, y'all, and I'm not successful with it very often at all. Hang on, I'll get to the trick part just a second. Is when you're smearing the glue around on here, is to not let this slide. Okay? So be careful. Don't let it slide. And you can just take your glue just like that. If you don't have one of these silicone things from the Dollar Tree, you can use a credit card. You're not trying to scrape it all off. You're just trying to put a thin layer on there. And you want to make sure you get your edges real good. Okay. So we're gluing paper on here. Don't close this like you want to do in your head is saying, close it. No, don't close it. When the glue dries on here, it just peels off. So let me move that out of the way. And I wanted kind of, okay, so now let's get our wooden roller, which I was told one time was a pasta thing. I don't know. I buy store-bought pasta. I've eaten fresh pasta. It's okay. Anyway, so we'll trim it off. And when you're trimming papers off, it's best to let them dry all the way. See, Sue saves her paint boogers. Oh, really? Flowers. Oh. Hey, Gail, glad you made it back. Did anybody else pop in that I need to say hello to? Hello to you people. You lurkers and wallflowers and thumb uppers. That was a hint, a suggestion, a reminder even. So when you're trimming, it is best if you let it dry all the way because when your paper gets damp, it gets a little stretchy. Will be inclined to tear. But you want to trim from the back side so you can not cut the back side. Because if you cut from the front, you're liable to cut the back. Beautiful. Okay. Now we have this. I don't know what it's going to do. We're going to put a window in it. We know we want a window in it, but I'm thinking I want to ink it. My head is saying to get fancy and ink it. Let's use my coffee color ink because that's what my brain says to use. Sometimes I listen to my brain. Sometimes not so much. Now, it's a piece of cut and dry foam, okay, that I ink edges with, and I put a Velcro sticker thingy on it. So, yeah. So, will it work for this? I don't know. I might have to get the regular foam blending tool. Do I even have one of those with my coffee color is brown, dark brown ink, archival. I like it because it doesn't move once it dries. Sometimes you have to wait for it to dry, but it will dry. Okay, so we're going to do that. And I don't know, we'll do the inside a little bit too. Let's just go ahead and do this while we're doing. Should we round the corners? Oh, I can't round them right now because they're wet. And by wet, I mean damp because the glue made it damp. And I know a lot of y'all use glue stick, and that's perfectly okay if you like using glue stick. I have glue stick. Just not a big fan of using glue stick. Okay. Fold it this way and get that corner there. I don't know what we're doing with this other than it's a window that folds over. Okay. Okay. Now that's inked. Let's come and ink our page that we haven't glued down yet because it's our background, but we haven't glued it down yet. We wished we'd had inked around these before we glued those on. Okay, look at chat. Why is your ink in the back? Because I have it on cut and dry foam, which is just like ink pad foam or stuff. It's like the stuff in an ink pad. It's the exact same stuff, only you can cut it to whatever size you want it to be. So it's got that hard foamy thing in there, and it's got like the fabric covering, and I keep it in the bag to keep it from drying out. I know, it's just was something I did weird years ago, and I decided I liked it like that, so I keep doing it. And I can pull it off of that just like that. Now the black one, I don't have Velcro on, and I just take it out and use it. Same way. Weird. I'm special. Okay? If you didn't know that about me, everyone here will tell you I am special. Okay, see, Gail's not exactly a fan of glue sticks either. Oh, careful. Knock all that out. Over and out. Okay, that's our background. We've got this. I have right here at my fingertips somewhere right here a piece of packaging. Has a letter D on it. A. Maybe it's an A. I don't know what it is. But that will work perfectly for that. So we're going to cut off the clearance price. And we're thinking straight thoughts in our head. It helps Nina Rabina. So she says, straight thoughts. Or is that Pam of Paper Outpost? I don't know. Somebody, when they think straight, their lines cut straight. I didn't cut very straight. So we're going to go about there. Oh, quit wiggling, flopping around. Straight. Straight. Straight thought. Straight arrow. Straight lines. Okay. Not straight. Whatever. Okay. All right. I know we don't need all this down here. Okay. So we're going to cut. Oh, shoot. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. This will be close enough. Straight, straight, straight. I have done this before. I have some super skinny double-sided tape. I mean, this is like really skinny stuff, y'all. If you put it on a ruler, it's probably what they call 1 tick mark, which I think is 1/8 of an inch. Janet Merle, Janet Young, I'm sure will know. Okay, set that aside. And I will put my double-sided tape right on the cut circle round part. Now this is straight tape, so I can't make it go in a circle, but I can just go, oh, that's too much over there. Too much. Come back. I can just do little marks, little things. We'll eventually get around it. Doesn't have to be all the way totally around it. Okay. The reason you want to tape close to your edge of your winder is because that's where you want the plastic to stick. That's where I want the plastic to stick. So I assume that's where you're going to want the plastic to stick. Who knew there was going to be lessons today? I'm not it. I didn't know we were going to have lessons today. But we are. We've given you all kinds of tips today. Did anybody write them down to remind me of them later? I didn't. And I don't really rewatch. Roll that back up so we can save it. It's treasure. Okay? I paid, how much did I pay for it? Like $1. Is it Dollar Tree? I have one that's wider. Hang on, I'm getting it out so we can see what the package says it's from. No, it's Tuesday morning. Home and Hobby by 3L, or if you put it at 7 down, it's 73. Okay, that's what this is. 1 tick mark thick double-sided tape. I must be talking a lot about Dollar Tree today. There's a lot of Dollar Tree in my studio. This is a pokey tool and a flat edge, and it comes 2 in a package. A bigger pokey tool and a tinier pokey tool. They both got the flat edge. Now, I had to take mine and sand just a little bit on here because it was rough and I didn't like it. So I'm going to use it like a bone folder. It is not a bone folder. Even my bone folder is not a bone. And I'm going to burnish down before I pull the double-sided tape release paper off. This is still damp. I can still feel that damp. Burnishing it all down. Burnishing. That means pushing on it and rubbing it flat. Not putting wrinkles in it if you can. Not put wrinkles in it. Okay. Feel like we went all the way around. Did we? I don't know. I feel like we did. Now you can take the pointy end and just pick it underneath the edge of that release tape, and it just will come right off. Look at that. Okay. I'm going to look up for a minute. Oh, yeah. A lot of Tuesday mornings did close. A lot of them did. And I think the last time I went to the one I prefer, which is here in Conroe, the other one's considered Conroe too, but it's not actually in Conroe. It's south. Anyway, they said they were not closing. And of course, a lot of people don't have product. Oh, y'all know, we thought we were blaming COVID on all that, not getting supplies because the manufacturers weren't manufacturing stuff. Guess what? I saw a documentary on the YouTubes a few days ago. Guess what it was about? All those things we thought the manufacturers quit making. They didn't quit making them. People, they was making them and putting them on boats and containers to bring to America, because, you know, most of our stuff comes from China. Let's be real about it. It does. And the boats, because they're a few miles, they're like 100 miles closer to the California coast. So they drive over, they float, they ship over to the California coast, where they're all piled up out there in the sea, waiting to get into the harbor, because the harbors have reduced the number of ships they let in because of COVID. Okay? So the ships have sometimes been sitting out in the ocean for up to a month or better, waiting to drop the cargo off in one of the ports on the California coast. Okay? And I, in my smart arsiness, I look over at my husband and I'm like, well, why don't they just come through the Panama Canal and come up to, you know, Port of Houston, our ship channel? You know, we got port. We can take cargo. Anyway, and it was within like 3 to 4 or 5 minutes, the guy doing the documentary says, well, they could go through the Panama Canal, okay? But because Panama Canal is now bigger. They made it so that it could handle bigger ships. This is within the last few years. Okay, in case you didn't know that. Anyway, full of knowledge, y'all. I know lots of shit. Anyways, the problem with coming through the Panama Canal is when you're a ship so big, whatever their bigness is, they charge you more money. So they might get into port. It doesn't make any sense to me, because if they could just come straight up and get into a port and it cost them like $1,000 more, at least they're not sitting out in the ocean for over a month, right? Making no money and still having to pay all their crew members, still having to feed all their crew members, and still having to use their diesel petroleum or whatever they're used to power their ships. Anyway, that's where most of the problem is, coming in through one of the ports in California. Not that I'm blaming the ports, not that I'm blaming California, but it's not necessarily the manufacturers. Well, here's the second part. I'm just going to wait a minute because I'm still talking. I have to pay attention to one or the other. The second reason is the containers. Once they get the containers off the ship and they unload the containers, they have to go by 18-wheelers, semis, and or trains, okay? And the 18-wheeler guys, a lot of them, because COVID, we're going back to COVID, our blessed COVID, they can't cross state lines because of quarantine issues. Now, this is going back, a couple months maybe, and maybe your state is open now, and maybe this is 2035, and y'all are like, COVID, what the hell's COVID? Anyway, so there's been issues with getting the containers and unloading the containers and shipping that by 18-wheelers, as well. And the containers, once they get them empty, the ships are not wanting to take them back because they want cargo in the containers so they can take it back to their country, so that they're not just hauling empty containers. So these other countries that ship us stuff in containers aren't getting containers, so they can't load containers to put back on the ship. So it's like this horrible, vicious COVID pandemic circle. Ta-da! You just never know what I'm going to say, and me either. Okay, so we got our tape around there. We pulled our release paper off. Now we've got our packaging. This is just from whatever. This is one of those flimsy packagings, and it's got a fold in it. See, it's folded. So we're going to take and we're going to put the fold at the top, and we're trying to eyeball so that we catch our top tape, our side tape, both side tapes. It doesn't have to be perfectly square because we're not necessarily going to see that part. And then you just take and stick it down like that. I have a future video about this stuff. Anyway, early release lesson tip for y'all. So now we have a window. We can actually put something in here and seal it inside the packaging. Okay. Now we have a window. Look at that. How fancy is that? What do we want to put in there? Did anybody ever decide? That is true, Gail. That's what I think. We need to get to manufacturing our own stuff. Not only would we be having it local, we would not be paying import taxes on it. We'd just be paying our regular tax on it. So that's going to should theoretically lower the cost of it from imported items because of the import tax. We would be able to employ people locally. Okay, just saying. So, yeah. Oh, plug my computer out before it died. Oh my gosh. I could have went offline. Huh. That would be tragic. Anyway. Thanks, Fawn. Hey, Deborah. My apologies to anyone I have missed, because I'm sure I've missed you. I apologize. I'm not doing it on purpose. I can get off on a tirade sometimes. Anyway, we like documentaries around here because they're interesting, and that's why I know a lot of stuff that it's not really very useful for a lot of reasons. Y'all know what we've been watching when we go to bed? Yes, we watch TV when we go to bed, and it watches us after a little while. We've been watching, I think it's Discovery Plus, because, you know, Josh Gates, my boyfriend's on Discovery Plus now. Anyway, there's a show called Mysteries of the Abandoned, or is it Abandoned? Yeah, I think it's Abandoned, Mysteries of the Abandoned. And they take us places, y'all. We don't even have to get out of bed. And they take us places, and we get to travel to all these different countries that we've never been to. And we get to learn about some of these abandoned places. And a lot of it is extremely interesting. And some of the places we've been to, and it's like, well, I've been there. I didn't know that was there. How come we didn't go see that? I don't know, you know. So, and they have, it's just really interesting. Just saying. And someone had posted on Facebook, or I heard someone else's YouTube, and they was talking about some show they've started watching, which is called Manifest. And we've been watching it too, and we've completed both seasons. And it's interesting stuff. I would say it's sci-fi, but it's not sci-fi, but it is sci-fi. It's time travel, but it's not time travel. Hey, Arthur. So, anyways, that's an interesting show too. It's a 2-season show. Okay, back to what we're stalling for. What are we going to put in there? Do we want a paper doll in there? Do we want a flower ephemera in there? Do we want a butterfly in there? I'm looking for suggestions. Yeah, I will tell you the truth, Gail. I play solitaire and watch the show Manifest. I'm you know, multitasking when we watch it. Just saying. So so we have a window that we could put something in. We still don't know how we're going to use it on our page. We're going to glue this down, which I guess we could do that while we're still thinking about that. I'm looking for suggestions of what we want to put in there. I don't know what we want to put in there. So let's get our number one favorite glue. A paper doll. You know I love paper dolls. I hope I can find one small enough to put in there. But it's going to have to be double-sided because it's an open window. So whatever we put in there, it's got to look okay from the back. And I thought of something that we could do that with. If we can find a paper doll that we like today, because, you know, I love all paper dolls, all the Tim Holtz paper dolls. But some of them is the one I got to use today, and some of them is the one I don't want to use today. So let me get this back glued on. We're going to smear our glue out and try to make sure we get the edges, because that's where it dries first, which is why a lot of times edges come unstuck, because the glue was actually drying before you got the papers stuck together right there. There's another tip for you. I told y'all to be careful about moving it. We might have to glue around the top. Okay, quit moving. Okay. Let's get this on here. perfectly. Oh, perfect. Perfect. And more perfect. Where's our wooden pasta roller? Roll it. You don't really have to press down hard on this because the roller is actually doing it for you. I mean, I do put some pressure on it, just not a tremendous pressure. And I can tell if I was using too much pressure because by the time it gets even in my arm and my elbow and my hand and everything, it's like, oh, you rollered too much today. We're going to roll her from the back. Hang on. Yep. Roll her from the back. Just because. Just because. Okay. You might have to glue some of those edges. So we'll set that aside and let that be happy and get the paper dolls out. Y'all know I love them. Did I say hi, Devin? Deborah? Artful Dabbler? Devin? Holy cow. Rejoices? Gail? Suze? Vaughn? I'm so glad y'all are here. Okay, so let's get our tiny. These are just pencil cases from the Dollar Tree. They have holes in them so you can put them in a notebook. I just have them with a bookbinder ring thing. These are my tiny ones. I have them divided out by size, mostly, sort of. Okay? Mostly, sort of. I did get a package. Oh, dog, we're about to lose dog. I did get a package of the group ones, but they're all big. I mean, you know, I might want some little tiny groups too. Anyway. See, they're tiny. I might want tiny group. We're just going to flip through here and see. This one lost his partner because I cut her off. You can do that. You paid for them. You can alter them if you want to. I'm actually kind of liking those two, which is unusual. I've never used the dog. One day I may have nothing but dogs. We're just looking. He reminds me of Abraham Lincoln. Oh, goodness. Oh, dear. That's what I meant to say. Oh, dear. I like this feller, too. Actually, I like all of them. But some days, more of them be like, because see, here's that boy again, but he's just a little bit bigger in this one. See, just a little bit bigger. The twins. My husband was so funny. He says, they're wearing the same dress. And I said, of course they are. They're twins. He's like, they don't look anything alike. I don't know how well you can see them, but they're twins and they look a lot alike. There's another tiny group. But in the group package from Tim Holtz, you just get big ones. Hey, Barb. How are you doing today? We're looking for a little paper doll to go in here in our window. So far, those two are making me happy, but I don't know which one I'm going to use. We might just use the boy with the dog, being so I said I never used the dog. Yeah, teeny baby. Okay. Let's use the one with the dog because we have never used the dog. Let me put these back in their temporary housing. Will he fit? He fits. Okay. Okay, little girl with the ball. You're going back and we're playing with the little boy with the dog. Okay. So, Let's see if these new markers my secret internet admirer sent will work on the Tim Holtz paper dolls. Now they do have a slight gloss to them. So once you start coloring them up, even if you're just using, regular archival ink, you gotta let them dry before you touch them because they will smear around. Okay, I'm wanting to use. Let's see if we can give that dog some color. I'm feeling the dog, and this is a number 40. Let's just see what color that is. I don't know if it'll even show up. Let's see. Oh, it kind of is. Kind of barely. It is adding just barely color to the dog, which is what I wanted. It's perfectly what I wanted. Y'all knew that. Y'all knew that. And it's translucent enough that we can still see through it. Okay, that's dog. Dog. Don't really want to color the white part. Wipe it off, wipe it off, wipe it off. We're just coloring this little dark spots brown. Because he's kind of a spotted dog. Okay, can't look, can't talk. Okay, perfect. Oh, he's so cute. I'm gonna pick him up, Ham. Can we tell? Let me see if I can turn autofocus on, and we'll up close him for a minute. I gotta open another thing on the computer. That's adorable. Let's put just a little more around his eyebrows right here. Oh, perfect. More perfect. More perfect. Okay, I know the camera's not available, but can I put it on autofocus? Okay, let me. Now let's see if it worked. It might go woo because I turned autofocus on. Because we're going to see if we can. It's kind of working. Where's that? Right there. Okay. Just trying to focus on that instead. Can y'all see? I know the little boy's face isn't focused. I can see that clearly. Clearly. I can't find my spot. Where's the sweet spot? Sort of. Look at the dog. Oh my gosh. Oh, that makes me so stinking happy. Okay, I'm gonna turn autofocus back off because we don't need that. That's about the only way I can figure out how to use this distant and then up close distant. Okay, so we used number 40 to color the dog. I'm trying not to touch him because I'm sure he's still wet-ish. Let's see if we can color the dog's collar. So we don't want, I don't know, do we want to? No, it's too. Let's see if we can put a little pink on the little kid's lips. Not like lipstick, y'all. Don't be having a heart attack. That's pretty good one. Let's just see, because let's just see, because lips are not. Oh, let's color a dog's tongue. Come here, dog's tongue. Yes! Holy cow. I would say look at that, but you can't see it. Oh my gosh, it's so perfect. That is so perfect. Oh, I love it. Is there, here's this black. We're going to touch his nose. We're going to touch dog's nose. See if we can make it just a little. Oh. Okay, but I got to put my finger on it because it's just a little there. Oh, y'all. Okay. So we need to color little boy's hair. What color do we want to make the bear? The bear. The boy's hair. They're water-based. Oh, they're water-based. Okay, well, see, I didn't even know. I didn't read anything. I know Dee Dee got some and did a review, I think, and swatched hers. All right, they're water-based. Okay, well, then I better be careful. What color do we want to make his hair? Red, make his hair red. You know I like my gingers. I like my gingers. Now, I know sometimes when you make red hair on these Tim Holtz paper dolls, it will look brown. That's color 1. Not feeling it. I do like gingers. That's a red. That's a pretty good red. Okay. Remember, we can wipe it off real quick if we decide we don't like it. Okay. I don't like it. Put a little spit on it. Be okay. I didn't like it. Okay, let's try yellow. And I love ginger people. Try yellow. I gotta hold my mouth just right. That's really not even showing up at all. But here's a darker yellow. It's a number 31. I don't think it's darker. Looks darker. And let's try. My eyeballs keep going to this one, which is a 35. Oh, that's a terrible color. It's not a terrible color. Not a good color. But if we blend it, maybe it'll be okay. I think it's going to be okay. Let's go back to this one. Get a little blendy going on here. There we go. That's better. Now he's got a yellow ear. There, I fixed it. If you happen to see yellow on his ear, just ignore it, okay? Because I didn't put it there. It wanted to go there itself, all by itself. Okay, let's get these back in here. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. And we've been on an hour and a half, and we've practically done nothing. Practically done nothing. We have a lot of chit chat. Okay. Okay. So I decided I knew how we could do it so that it will look good from both sides, or look fair, not necessarily, you know, good, but fair. Where's my papers? Go over there. Now remember, y'all, remember, trust me on this. This is plastic. If you use heat gun anywhere around this stuff, it's going to melt and get all like that. So don't do it. Trust me. Rust me. Okay, we're going to use some of that. And we're going to go back and we're going to use some of this. Okay? Okay, because I said so. Let's put these scraps back in the folder. Set that aside. Now let's just tear little pieces out. Okay. Okay. Spirit. I'm doing wellish. I'm not Welsh. I'm just doing well-ish. No fingernails, can't pick that up. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Another piece of that. Okay. I'm gonna blow on him. Flop him over. Where's my ink? Because we're fancy. We're being fancy. We're inking around this stuff. Because it's double-sided. We're going double-sided here. Which means we're inking on both sides because it's double-sided. Oh, the back of this one's white. I don't think I wanted that, though. Oh, now I got to rethink that. Okay, thinking and inking. Thinking and inking. Okay. Thinking and inking. Okay, let me set that over here. Okay, we'll take that little piece. We're going to try to make them kind of the same size, shape thing, just because, you know, because we can try whatever we want to try. Just saying, because it's true. Okay. Perfect. Get the second favorite glue. We're making our own double-sided paper. We did that backwards. We did that backwards. It'll be fine. It'll be perfect. It will be perfect. I said so. So where'd our other, that one. So this time, tear it this way. You put the right sides together. Tear it out so you can match it up perfectly. Then it should match up perfectly. Now, I don't know if I mentioned it. I turned my air conditioner off just before I went live because it's pretty stinking hot here, y'all. Pretty stinking hot here. We've been into the hundreds already. Of course, it's, you know, mid-June. It took us to mid-May before we started getting not cold. Just saying, just throwing that out there. So it's kind of about time we got a little hot. But our feels like temperatures have been outrageous. Okay, so I feel good about that. This one doesn't have any words on the back side. Okay. I'm going to flip him over so I can see Tim. We can, I'm going to glue that on first because I feel like it. No rhyme or reason. Because, you know, theoretically you should line everything out and then start your gluing. Okay. Catch my breath. It is sticking hot for y'all, Barb. Our humidity has been outrageous. It's better today. You know, I planted an above ground garden this year. Haven't done that in years. And the seeds started coming up. They were blooming. We'd even got a few green beans. And then it rained for 10 days. And I don't mean it just like, oh, rain, and then goes away. I mean, it rained and rained and rained and rained for 10 days. I am not complaining about the rain, but that was a lot of freaking rain. And so it got waterlogged, and it's got excellent drain holes in it, and it got waterlogged. And then we had a high pressure heat wave came in. So not only was it 97 degrees, it felt like 112. So now we're talking about the steam rising up in my little above garden. My stuff is all but dead. Might as well be dead. Looks horrendous. But my moringa tree that we thought was dead because it was so cold for so long around here, you know, kind of the whole opposite thing. It had no leaves or branches on it at all. And I'm like, well, we just lost our money on the moringa tree because it's not pulling through the winter, even though it was covered up and I had it in the studio most of the time. And now it looks amazing. It's like, I am so happy for this hot. It's like crazy, crazy, crazy thing. So I like that there. Yeah. Anyway, and our cousin Colleen sent us some stuff called longevity spinach. I wouldn't say it's anything like spinach, personally speaking. It does not taste like spinach. It has an interesting flavor, and it's not horrible. Okay, it's not horrible. But it's really happy. In fact, I've already started 2 other pieces. And I have them going in the kitchen. Liking that. I am liking this, people. In the kitchen window. And I have to decide where I want to put them outside. Because, you know, I need to get them out of the kitchen window and put them in some dirt. Oh, I wanted it to go this way. Like that. Oh, look how cute that's looking. Cute. Go here you are. Okay. So now we've got this, and we'll put this. We don't want it to look straightish. We're going to put that there. Essentially, we are making a cluster. I'm not going to finish the rest of that. Okay. Don't like that blank spot, so we will fill that in a minute. Probably filling up my whole window. Probably. Like that. Didn't we have another piece of that turquoisey stuff? Oh, we put it right there. Where'd it go? Anyway, my husband's back is still broken, and we're still waiting to get that worked out. They've done some pre-op test, and he needs to see a cardiologist. Of course, they said, you need to see your own cardiologist, and I kept telling him we don't have a cardiologist. So there's that. That's been fun. I love that. But now that looks weird. Put a piece of this on here. Go from one weird to another weird. It's a problem sometimes with double-sidedness. We're inking because we're being fancy today. And it's liable to take us all day to do this one page. We are just getting nowhere. There, that's done. I'm calling it done. That's done. Yeah, it almost fills up the whole window. That's okay. Okay. Now it's got the flap. Remember, we got a double side thing, so we're going to flip that under and hopefully, nope, it's going to keep flipping out. Put that glue over there. Now, I want this to stay in place. So let me, because you know it might wiggle around in there, and I don't want that. I want it to stay where I put it. So I'm going to take this little teeny tiny one tick mark with double-sided tape, and we're just going to stick it inconspicuously in the middle. And I guess a smarter person would let this dry before they covered it up. Is that even sticking? I don't think that even stuck. That stuck. Okay, let that dry. Let me hit it with the heat gun over here on the side. Heat gun, y'all. Because I don't want to get it near my little thin plastic cellophane window. Because that stuff will melt. If you just think it's hot, it's going to melt. Hey, Mary. Mary Ellen's in the house, y'all. Okay. Make sure our people are going the right way. Now I gotta hold that out of the way. Okay. Want to line him up. Sorta. Want to sort of line him up. Sorta. Doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, but you know what else I want to do? Y'all forgot. Y'all not thinking. We're going to, let's flip that back out of the way. He should be okay. Get this super skinny tape because it's hard to glue plastic to plastic. I'm going to use this tape again. Like I told y'all, I've been playing with this stuff, so I'm an expert-ish. Get out of the way. But I'm not going to go around the whole thing like we did the first time. Let go. We're just sticking our window to our window film. Okay. Okay. Like that. Burnish it, burnish it, burnish it, burnish it, and burnish. Pull the release paper off. Release the paper. Release the paper. Oh, stick down. Release the paper. I said release the paper. And release the paper. Now you got to blow this off. In case you got dog hairs on there, that should blow them off. Because this film stuff is pretty staticky. And you want to stretch it downish so you don't get wrinkles like that. You don't want wrinkles like that if you can avoid them. But, you know. So now it doesn't look horrible that way. We should have stuck a word on it. Can we still do that? Let's see if it'll pull back up. Did we make it too perfect? Oh, I think I got it. Hang on. Hang on. We got it. We got it. It's coming. It's coming. Stay. Everybody stay put. Put a word on it. Ha! Well, I'm not even going to try to say that word, Joyceage. Not even gonna. Let's see if we have a word in our magic word box. I think that's the perfect word right there. Do we want that script or that script? We want this one. Ah, serendipitous, y'all. We got a word. Straight up. Open the box and there it is. Okay. Ink it because we're being fancy. Gonna glue. Oh, I can't use that glue. Oh, I can hold it with my little finger because I'm ambidextrous like that. Okay. Oh, perfect. Perfect. So, okay. I need another little piece of teeny tiny double-sided tape because I covered that one up with the word. We're going to put it right there. It should be practically imperceptible. The camera definitely won't pick it up. Okay, take that off. Oh, then we're going to slide this back over, down. Easy does it. Easy does it. Now burnish it. Burnish. 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 There we go. Ta-da! Ah! So what was the definition of that word, Joyceage? Okay, so that's gorgeous. So far, in an hour and 45 minutes, and we're normally only on a couple hours. Looks like we're going over today. So far, we made a background and a window. Too much storytelling today. But you know what I want to do? I want to know what size hole that is. Get a ruler. Oh, a ruler. 2.5. Okay. So let's. Where's the? Here it is. Here it is. I found it. If I can reach it. I found it. If I can reach it. Okay. Here's my 2.5 inch circle. That's what you make artist trading cards with. 2.5 inch circle. Let's do this. Let's go this way. So we're going to have to try to line that hole up. That's not going to be right. That. Got to be close. Not the best 2.5 inch circle cutter. It does okay on one piece of cardstock. It does not do well on watercolor paper. Look, now we can cover this side up. It's going to look horrendous. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Thanks, Spirit. Thumbs up, people. Puce. Okay, so the word that was in the chat that I'm not even going to try to pronounce means cowardly, weak-spirited, timid. Guess we could use that one. I mean, it's got lines on it. Somebody could journal on it if they ever chose to do such a thing. Or we could use this one. That would be okay-ish. That's not big enough. We could try our background. Don't like that. I'm leaning towards this one though. Oh, why we always got to make these decisions? Okay, let's go with that one. Let's go with that one. So we want it to go this way, this way, this way, still this way. And we're just gonna go for it and hope it works for the best. Okay. Boogered up the edge. Let's see what we get. Gonna cover everything. I bet we got a hole. We got a hole. Son of a biscuit. Somebody put a hole in it. We'll have to cover that up. Okay. Eventually we're gonna get this page done. I mean, I don't know what we're gonna do. But now we're gonna put our glue on this paper. We're gonna use glue, matte medium glue. That hole punched rough. Evidently, it's not a good day for creating on so much. But hopefully y'all have learned something, learned a thing or two, been enlightened, maybe. Could happen. Had fun. I'm not done yet. But if you have to leave, I understand. But you have to be present to qualify. You have to be present when we go to add the giveaway of the leftover treasure stuff. Okay. I don't know why you didn't ink around it. What's up with that, people? Let's cut some of this right here. We're going to stick it, not like that. Rip it and stick it. Rip some of that edge off. And now stick it there. Now you won't know thanks for gluing it to the tabletop. Now you won't know there was a hole there, or a gap, or whatever. Whatever. Yeah, I learned not what to do. What not to do. I mean, you know, we are having a rough time today trying to make a full journal spread. It's what we get for talking about cargo ships, and port calls, and such. My friend Alice and her husband went on a cruise. I guess it's been 2 years. Or sure wasn't last year. Anyway, they went through the Panama Canal on a cruise ship. That's why I know so much about the Panama Canal. Just saying, because, you know, Alice and Jim told me about it. But that other stuff was mostly on that documentary that we watched. I think it was on YouTube. I don't know. Might not have been. We watched so many documentaries. Okay. Almost perfect. Now that's got to dry for 5 days. Put some ink on it because we didn't ink the inside. Oh, Molly's snoring. Why is that there? Oh, we shouldn't have done that. Hang on, I'm fixing it. It's fixed. It's perfect. Okay. Okay. I feel like I need some more ink back here. All right. Okay. Good gracious. All that for this. Look at that. Now what do we do with it? Now what do we do with it? I want it removable because, you know, we can just put them right in the middle. Doesn't have to be off-sided. Thinking. They're not really standing crooked. It's an optical illusion, okay? I'm reading. Chat. Oh, in the Navy. Yeah, that was with the smaller locks because they have increased the lock size significantly so that the cruise ships can fit in there because they want to get the cruise ships. So the main feature of the cruise ship is to cruise through the Panama Canal. Okay. And then you have your excursions at the whatever port of calls are around it, around between there and where you leave from. I'm liking that, people. But I want to reinforce this edge because that's pretty flimsy paper. What do we have? We have this piece. We have this other window that we made because we're such smart thinkers. And we can use that for reinforce. Let's get this partial ink off of there. Get that off. We're not going to glue the whole thing, just kind of across the top. Let's use heavy glue because that's a heavy cardstock, designer cardstock-ish paper. You didn't get your fancy plastic thing out. Like that. Like that. Okay. Okay. Somehow it doesn't feel smart. It does not feel smart. More over here. We just want mostly go up higher because I want that free rough edge kind of at the bottom, but I want to reinforce that thin paper. So we're just going to tear this off right here because I don't like it. Here we go. It's invisible now. Okay. Straight thoughts. We can do this. We can do this crookedly. We can do this crookedly. Straight thoughts, I said. Straight. Straight. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Straight. 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 Straight thoughts. More straighter. I'm telling you, don't cut wet paper. Damp paper. Wet, damp paper. Not that good of an idea. Okay, ink in it because we're fancy. We're inking it because we're fancy. We're inking it because we're fancy. Said we're fancy. Okay. Then I had the idea. So I was gluing this down because I see this angel. There's an angel right there. See, that's going to go right there. It's going to be perfect. Just wait right here, y'all. I'm not going very far. I'm within hollering distance because I found something. I want something. Not that's too big. That's too big. Where are they? Right there in my hand. No, I don't want to use that one. Okay, hang on. Oh, that's a pretty one. That's a pretty one. I can bring him over. I can bring him over. Hold your panties and bring him over. We've now decided we need a charm because we're charming. And we could use the Cupid, but I'm not so crazy about the bow on the Cupid. I really would like to use that, but that is so thick, y'all. I mean, this is like, that's like 1/4 of an inch thick. That's even too thick for me. I've got these kind of angels sort of like that. I got that one. You know, that's just as thick as the ceramic one. I got the ceramic ones from Sam Houston State Park's gift shop. They're just a push mold with leftover ceramic clays. I'm sure that's all they are. What the heck is that one? Oh, that's, no. We got that one. Not doing that one. There's a dragonfly. It's supposed to be in that container. What's sad about these that I got from the AliExpress China place is they engraved the name of the angel on the back. So that's kind of, I'm like, they did not disclose that they were going to do that. So all my angels are really big. I already picked that one up. I guess I'm going to have to use Cupid, even though I didn't want to use Cupid because he's Cupid. He's for Valentine's Day. I don't want him to be Cupid. Wonder if we can cut his arrow off. Galena, Marianne. Hey, y'all. Wonder if I cut his. We're going to try to cut his bow. Oh, we could put that. We could use that one. He's got lips on his behind. Okay. Altering and altering. I don't know. I really don't want the Cupid's bow on there because that's too, you know, too Valentine's Day for me. Close your eyes. We already cut that one, didn't we? I guess not. Cut the point off. Now it looks like he's pointing his finger. Forgot to tell you to close your eyes. I hope y'all closed your eyes. Okay. Now we've got rough edge. So we're getting the fingernail file. See if we can't file that rough edge off. And that one down there because we cut down here too. I know, all this for a silly journal page of leftover stuff. I don't know, y'all. This is how it is with me pretty much every day. One thing leads to another. That's why I have to plan out my video scheduling stuff. It kind of keeps me on track. I don't always stick to it, you know, because I'm like, oh no, I want to, you know, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. But, you know, it's a general guideline. Okay, that's more butter. Okay, got that. Got that. We put this away. Now we need an eyelet, because you need an eyelet. We're going to find a silver one, because that's not silver. That one is. Which means we need jump rings. I don't know why y'all making this one so difficult. Why? Okay. But we need to figure out how we're going to keep this closed, because it keeps wanting to pop open, and I don't want it to pop open. And see, we could put it in there that way, so it's very inconspicuous looking. And we can put it in there backwards so that it is conspicuous. Why don't we put the charm on this side? Okay, we can do that. Okay, she's thinking again. We're in trouble. What else do we have in here? Got circles. Put this page in here. Even though you tore this out, you still put that back in here. That in there. That. This back in here. Nope, we want this part. Okay. Where's that? Sometimes my brain goes and I just, you know, it's just how it goes, people. Just how it goes. Okay. So we're going to make a rectangle-ish. Come on. Rectangle-ish with this paper. Now we can make that more interesting. It feels upside down. I don't know if it is. That feels upside down too, people. Okay. Just make a decision. Okay, ink it. Glue it on, glue it on. Glue, 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 glue. Knock it. Nope, that's not it. Over here, for heaven's sakes. Y'all, I'm getting hungry. Okay. I don't know. It might be upside down. I don't know. It's just background noise. Okay. Okay. We got that. We got that. Where's that little girl paper doll? We put her up, didn't we? We did. Is she on top? Where'd she go? No. There she is. I find her. I found her. Oh, but I don't want to use her. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I'm having decision problems. Let's go with the ah. Oh, lucky. Vaughn got some food. We're so happy for you, Vaughn, because we're hungry. We're getting hungry over here. Okay. We don't want her because we don't. Is this the boy with the dog? No. Because that would be funny to have. I guess we could put him on this side too. No. Y'all might be too big. This one always reminds me of Colleen. For some reason, her face looks like Colleen to me. I'm eventually going to make some headway here, people. I mean, this thing is going to be like when it's done, it'll be like, bam, it's done, y'all. Surprise, it's done. Not liking this size. Not liking this size. So that means we have to go to the small size. Okay. Was a girl and a dog? But no, that's not what I want. For some reason, we've altered a angel charm, so we need to use our angel charm. We might have just found the right one. Could happen. And I'm getting hot. Did I tell y'all I was getting hot and I turned the air conditioner off for y'all? It's true. It is true. I think we're going to use her. We're making a decision. We're just going to use her. It's going to be okay. It's going to be perfect. Just absolutely perfect. Because it said so. Okay. Now, don't want to ink around her because I don't want her to be dark on the outside. Now, some of these paper dolls, they've cut away for their legs. And sometimes it looks funny when you take it out because their ankles and stuff would be too skinny. But I think in that case, it's going to be okay. So we'll do that. She's going to go on there. We're going to put her on there. Just hold your horses, people. Quit being in such a panic. Hey, Judy. Don't be in such a panic. Now I'm going to use my finger to smear the glue on the back of the paper dolls. Because sometimes I dabble it upside down. Because sometimes it can get piled up in between their ankles and stuff. It being the glue. Okay, so she's going to go over here-ish like that. We didn't put any markers on her at all. Now we're going to have to fix that in a minute. Oh, Molly. Molly's barking at somebody. Oh, the neighbor that had the mean puppy, well, it's a dog. It's a little chihuahua. The mean one's back. The mean dog is back. But this time, the other puppy they have with it, it's going to be a bigger dog. I mean, it's going to be a dog, y'all. Biggest champ, I bet you, or almost. I don't think he's going to be able to grab the bigger dog by the throat and drag him around the yard trying to murder him. Like he did the other little one, the little one. Because the new puppy is already bigger than the old mean dog. Okay. Okay. Let me get crocodile out. It's crocodile. We want not that one. We want the little hole. And we're going to poke it like right under her hand. Now I got to get sideways and I got to look at it and angle it just perfectly right. It's like that. Okay. Oh, I'm not done with that. I don't know what I'm doing because now my mind just told me I'm doing wrong, but it's done now. So let's put her eyelid in. For heaven's sakes, it's probably whatever. Yeah, we're on there smashing. Okay. Now, sometimes it doesn't smash all the way like it's supposed to, and it'll be bumpy. And it's too bumpy for me, so I got to get the hammer. I got to get the hammer. And we're just going to go whack, whack. There. Now it's not rough on that side because I don't want it to be rough on that side. Because it's going to come over here and it's going to scratch this up, and we don't want to do that. Where's our circle? I know one thing leads to another. You avert one disaster to another. Oh, because that's the only circle with. Now we punched out another circle too. Where did it go? Where'd it go? Didn't we have a second circle? I know we did. People, why y'all losing my stuff? There it is. Oh, but that's the color I didn't particularly like with that. So we will use that. It's okay. It's okay. I'm okay. I'm thinking. Thinking we're in trouble is what I'm thinking. Thinking we're in trouble. Now we have 3 circles. Oh, no. Fixing the circle of life. Well, not really. I can't do that. It's not my job. There we go. It's perfect, I tell you. Okay. So now we can just cover up the hole on this side. This one got teared too. What's up with that? So I need to sharpen their punches. Punch you out. Punching holes. Come on. I need to clean my gizzards. Okay, so we can put that there to cover that up. Now we kind of got that. It's ink around them. Might as well get fancy. I probably need to clean my scissors. It didn't trim that up very, very well right there. Or did I even trim this one? Fix it. Did I even fix it? Make it more butter. I know I'm keeping y'all from doing other things. You just have to watch now. You're invested this far, you might as well just stay. Might as well just stay. We can do that. Do that. Okay. So that'll cover that little hole up back there. But we're not ready yet. We're not ready to cover that hole up. I'm not going to use an eyelet. I'm going to use a piece of wire. Get a piece of wire. Sometimes with me, y'all, I just don't know. Did I put my wire tools up? No. Okay. This is just crappy floral wire from the crappy store. Decorative use only. I have no idea where it's from. But it's, you know, really crappy wire. So crappy the cutter didn't want to cut it. Okay. Okay. Back up. So we want to cover this up, not just because it's a hole, but because it's kind of rough and it's going to agitate our beautiful plastic window that we spent an hour making. Okay. Am I getting bored with myself? No. Are you bored with me? Have you had enough APG? Never. Never. Okay. Now we're going to poke that in there. We threaded our charm, but we want to make sure it's going the right way, like that. Okay. We're going to twist it just a little. We're going to trim it shorter. Okay. Okay. We have masking tape over here. It's actually painter's tape, fancy painter's tape that they gave me for free when I went to the car painter's store. Not that I'm painting a car. It was there for a function. And I asked them about their tape, and they handed me a roll for free. And it's not their tape. They buy it from somewhere, but, you know, whatever. They gave it to me for free. Okay. I'm covering up the wire so it doesn't maybe accidentally slip out. Okay. Oh, Angel. Turn yourself around, Angel. Gotta get back on track. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Now let's try this again. All right. Glue. We want to cover that up first. Oh. Right there. Okay. I'm trying to hurry up, which is probably the mistake I'm making. Ooh, fresh coffee. Yeah, the crocodile, the long reach one, you know, if you're going to spend that much money on it, if you have the storage space, because it does takes up some room, y'all. I would get that one over the handheld one, which the handheld one is just perfectly fine. I use it too. But I did not reach for it first on account of how distant this is in. I didn't even want to try it on for size. Gluing our circles on. Now they look perfect. I said they do, therefore they do. Okay. Putting my pen back in my glue, but it doesn't want to go all the way because I've let it dry out too much. I'm going to have to clean it. Okay. Look, how adorable is that? That is so cute. so stinking cute. We've spent a lot of time doing a lot of nothing. You can hardly tell that that's poking up. I'm thinking we might put a diamond on it at some point, which means I will never put anything else on there. Because if I say I'm going to come back and add something, I seldom, if ever, do. That's cute. Let's put, because he needs something down here. Not much of something. Yes, it's sideways. Ink it, because you ink the other stuff. Fancy. Being fancy pantsies today. Glue. Someone keeps moving the glue. This is like a label. Oh, that. Okay. Centering thoughts. Perfect. I said so. Try to put the pen back in. I don't know why I'm bothering. Okay. We need something there. Could we open this up our word box and magically get another? We don't need these. We don't need these. Magically find another word. Really? Because why not? I mean, really, why not? Seriously. Do we want to trim that at all? Yeah, I guess so. I guess we do. Perfectly unstraight, just the way I like it. Wavy, without the queen wave. Inking, because we're fancy. We're fancy today. We're inking. We're gluing. Somebody keeps moving glue. Every time they pick it up and set it down, they put it down in a different place. I don't know what's up with that. Okay. Putting that word phrase, it's actually a phrase on there. It says mind mapping. Why not? Why the heck not, people? Okay, y'all. So, is this dry enough to glue down? Yes. Okay. Put this aside. I mean, we didn't do a lot for our background today at all, did we? That's our background. I want to put that. I want just a little more ink on it. Not every little pocket and tuck spot needs a thumb notch. Okay? Okay. So long as we're all square up on that. I'm going to use, my #1 favorite glue. Put some there, and I'm going to put it on the bottom part. Remember, we glued a piece of cardstock to reinforce that paper. I'm putting the glue on the cardstock portion. It's not going to be very deep. What? My finger is off. Somebody put glue on them. Okay, center. Let's glue. Center, eyeball, center. Hold it because it needs to be held perfectly. Sissy Poo. Shauna. Hello, darling. I know we're at 2.5 hours. And we don't have a whole lot. But what we do have is spectacular. Okay. So we're wrapping it up. I'm telling you. We got our pockets, you know, we're wrapping it up. Scooch these out of the way. Put that back in there. Put that in there. Put up this ink because we're done with it today. I'm just saying. Put that back over there. I need a diamond because we need a diamond. But I need a tiny diamond. Okay. And it'll be one of these colors because that's the color of the diamond sheet I pulled out. Okay. I'm feeling the yellow one. So that's the one we're going with because that's what I'm feeling. We know I'm the boss. I'll put just a little dabble of glue on the back of my hand so I can get to it without it getting everywhere. Now let me find this yellow one. Do I want the pink one? Oh, great. Now we're back to indecisioning. Now we want the pink one, damn it. Oh, people. Why couldn't you have just stuck with your first choice? I don't know. Okay. I'm putting that down in, squishing it. Squishing the metal. It's not squishing. Okay. Stay there then. Just like that. Good enough? Yes, it's perfect. Perfectly good enough. Okay. Whew. That is a long time in coming. That's about as far as that goes in there. Look! Ta-da! Y'all, put that ruler away. Move it away. Get it out of the way. That's the ticket. Okay. All that for this little bit of love. Okay. We did the background. But you want the yellow one? I'm sorry. At the last minute, I went with pink. So we got this. And it opens up and you've got this. Maybe we should put diamonds over here. Defiant. That's what that says. Defiant. And then when you close it, you come to the back and you got the boy and his dog and they're mind mapping. They're not standing straight, but that's okay. She's not standing on anything. Let's see if there's any pencil. You just scrub a little shadow. It's working. Sort of. Make it a little dirty spot anyway. There. Perfect. There. Ta-da! Ah! Time stands still for no one. Ta-da! I know I've already done this. Okay, so we're going to scooch that aside because you know what time it is. Finally, at long last, I'm going to go over the rules. They are in the description box, okay? You have to be live to participate because it's a live participation drawing random thing. Okay. So we've already established you had to be here. For watching the recording, I am so grateful that you're watching the recording. Thank you so much. Everybody that's live in the audience, even if you're a lurker, even if it's your first time or your 1,000,000th, 100,000th time, or if you're, the only thing is you have to be in the United States and over 18. I guess that's the couple of only things. Because I will mail the leftover stuff to y'all, which we'll look at again in a minute after we pick a number. You guys get to pick one number between 1 and 79. That's how many balls I have. 79. Okay, one number only between 1 and 79 after I type the word go. Then however long I feel like, I'll say stop, or I will type and say stop because, it's redundancy here. And then we will see who is closest without going over. So it's go time. And I'm going to put some of this stuff away while y'all are picking your one number only between 1 and 79. I'm going to pick up this stuff because I'm calling it actual trash, except this valuable piece. No, it's got a D on it. We don't want that. Picking stuff up, put it in a recycle because I'm a recycler. And when I say throw it away, if it's recyclable, it goes in the recycle bin, y'all, not in the actual trash. Now that plastic packaging film is not recyclable, which is why we should all be using it to make magic windows. Okay. So I'm going to step over here to my recycle bag. I'm not even looking at chat because y'all know I'm lazy like that. Oh, we've already mixed the balls up. We don't have very many people putting numbers in. It says there are 16 people present. There should be 16 numbers in there, y'all. Even if you've already won and you're in the United States and you're over 18, it's okay. I've got to get rid of some of this junk. Treasure. Okay? And, do you need to see the treasure again? I did say go. I typed in go. Oh, it must be a terrible lag. Terrible. This is what you're picking numbers for. The leftover folder stuff. Okay? All this will be mailed to the winner, which is why you have to be in the United States because postage is just stupid crazy. Not to mention the post office. So you will get these leftover treasures that I've already done something with because they were already leftover treasures and now they've had something done with them. And then you will get to have them and you will get to do whatever you get to do with it. Okay? Look, it's just beautiful stuff. Calendar 2018, y'all. Who doesn't need that? And this thing that we never even cut out and used. It's free. It's free to me. Be free to you. Over 18 in the United States and present with the right number without going over. Okay. Now, I'm going to say stop. If I can spell it. This is waiting real hard. Joy says, I love you. And now we're going to pick a ball. Okay. I never know which way. Never know which way to roll this thing. There's the ball. There's the ball. Okay. Move it. Move everything. I'm not looking at it yet. Magic ball, would you believe? Because you got to be without going over, okay? 1. Number 1. We have 2 number 1s. Are you serious? No. Oh my gosh, what are the odds? I don't know what the odds. Okay, now I'm backing at. I see a number 2. I don't see a 1 at all. Okay, 10, 2 is closest, but you went over. Sorry, sweet lady. I know that's 6, but we're going to have to pick another number because I don't think anybody took a number 1. Okay. Number 1 is going to the side, so we're not going to draw that one again. Okay. The balls are still shook up. So everybody, we're going to draw another ball. You're going to keep your same numbers. We're just going to get another ball. Come on. Come. There we go. Holy smokes. Okay, let's see what we got this time. Maybe we have a winner. How can this be happening? Okay, now it's number 4. Okay, the ball is number 4. And I'm sure we have a winner because I already said that number. What? Who had? Sweet lady. Sweet lady. Where's my pencil? S-U-I-T-E. Sweet lady. Or suit lady. Yeah, I don't know. No, it's had number 2. Her number was 2, and it's ball number 4. I mean, we seldom ever get low numbers like that. So, I mean, that, but it can happen. That's why we say 1 to 79. So, does anybody disagree with me? And if you didn't win, that's just tough patooties. Yay! Sweet lady. Here's what you got to do to collect your winnings. Okay? You're going to have to email me, and my email is in the description box, and it's on my About page. Okay? The word contact is actually part of my email address. So if you don't put the word contact in there, I'll never get it. So you have to email me your mailing address, and I will get your treasures. You put that up there. We're going to look at the treasures again. I will get your treasures out to you, number 4, which will be this stuff, okay? My leftovers, including some of this. I mean, that's in there. It's beautiful. And I sometimes slip in a little extra because I got stuff I got to get rid of, y'all. I just have too much treasure. So, what a long show today for a little bit of show off, right? I mean, really? That's it? But it's so sweet. Even though time stands still for no one. Because now is already past. It's already the future. Look at that. She's so cute holding her angel by the halo. She's defiant. Mind mapping. Oh, people. I love y'all. I appreciate each and every one of you. Your kind comments, your likes, your shares, your valuable time. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching the replay. Thanks for watching, and happy arting, y'all.